Hello and welcome to Wyckoff Training Academy. Just hold on for a minute. Let me pull up the charts. Okay, so this today's session is a would be a 10-minute session wherein I got some feedback from this or like some of the questions from few traders who watch my video, stating that is this the like wax that is it the original method or is it method or original teaching of Wyckoff? So in this today's 10-minute session, 10 to 15-minute session, I'm going to say and give you the difference between what this tools has to offer to you based on Wyckoff. As I told you earlier in my previous, if you're following along with my in my videos, and you might have got a fair idea that I'm I'm a Wyckoffian, a technical analyst and Wyckoffian expert, and since 16 plus years, I'm into technical analysis. And my main objective of doing technical analysis is to find trades for me, learn coding and all this stuff. So I'm a MQL coder as well as MQL4 coder as well as Point script coder. So I learned the coding just to enhance my uh, capabilities and abilities to understand the market in a better perspective. So coming back to the first point, like the first thing which I was telling you, that many people have of a notion that whether uh, what I'm talking about is this a real Wyckoff? Like for many people, doing phase analysis would an accumulation and then a markup, then various phases of distribution, then markdown, and then it will continue accumulation with accumulation or distribution or redistribution and so on. So this is something which is very quite common when it comes to SMC or ICT something inner circle trading something kind of thing. So they dive down, they look for accumulation, do phase analysis. This is normally called a schematic and of like accumulation schematic, and this is distribution schematic. So um, and apart from this, there are many veteran traders, and I learned Wyckoffs like 14, 15 years ago from uh, various sources, and uh, out of which was one was David Weiss, the late David Weiss. So I inculcated information and knowledge from all these sources, especially Wyckoff, David Weiss, and I tried to apply it in during my 16 plus years of experience and incorporated into uh, uh, my way of trading, and then I developed all these indicators based on Wyckoff. So many people say, "What do you have to offer?" You just show indicators, and how do we relate it? This how do we relate this to be a Wyckoff principle or Wyckoff teaching? So for that, I have a chart with me just to for sake of explanation so that you people might differentiate. Like this is the gold chart, same gold left side. Like here you can see this version 155, version 185, 183. On the right side, you see this is the conventional an analysis way of manual analysis with the help of volume and then eventually adding Weiss wave, David Weiss wave. This is the Weiss wave is the indicator which was developed by David Weiss. But I updated it and incorporated some new rules into it and some new formula into it so that we get auto wave size based on the market instrument and the time frame. So you would see both the charts are of 4 minutes, 4 hours. Sorry, my bad. I'll hide this thing so that it doesn't overlap with us. So now you can see. 1 second. If I hide this thing. then this table would be good. Okay, now chart would be clear to us. So here you can see we are looking at the same price action of 4 hours from this point. Like if you see, we are looking from this particular point and till the end of the chart. I have applied universal cursor so that if I from a right side, if I'm selecting 17th October, on my left side, the chart automatically will come to 17th or 18th October. So now what, this is the conventional thing which I used to trade based on, which I learned from late David Weiss. This is shortening of thrust and taking place. We used to draw channels, support, resistance. This is something which is very advanced, and the people who want to go into detail like in-depth analysis of the charts. So I teach this also. I've trained many people, and I still am training one student from Malaysia. So this is what I call is advanced course, wherein I try and I teach people and I train students based on uh, the study of volume and price with market structure. Like we got an upthrust over here. This was a spring trade which yielded us good profit. This was an upthrust which resulted in the downfall. And if you see after that we got a selling to climax kind of thing, wherein you can see there is no actual shortening of thrust, but you can see the climatic behavior. And at the end of the day, when the climatic behavior is taking place, volume is receding, and then as we are approaching upwards, we see pumping of prices, pumping of volume towards the higher side. And as you can see, this is the blue line, which I normally refer to as axis line. Axis line is something wherein price revolves and rotates around it. So this is the price band which wherein price normally revolves and find difficult to go through it, or if it has to go through it, it will go with high momentum kind of thing, and it will revolve around it, and that can be seen. It has pierced through it. So this is one of the methods which I teach. Which, if you want to, there are very few people available in the industry who are able or who are in a capacity to teach you this thing, and they charge you thousands and thousands of dollars for this thing. But um, I train people around this also. If there are certain people who are ready to invest their time, money, so that they get the higher, greater insight into the market. So this is also available with me. And the reason I developed this thing is to reduce the manual work of identifying market structure, trend analysis, and where to find trades. So this helps in version 155. If you watch it closely, you can see the green candles, the red candles, triangles, green, red, orange, yellow candle, white candle. These are which we applied to do it in assessment while doing a bar chart analysis. This is what David taught, or many European and UK based professional traders or professional tutors that teach us or teach normally, and they charge thousands and thousands of dollars. So whatever things you are expecting from me would be costly. To be like, I'll put it upfront. It is costly, but not in thousands and thousands of dollars. Might be in $100 or like something. So, but the main reason is that these are not moving averages, convergence, divergence, RSI, stochastic, MACD, Bollinger Band, Ichimoku, or this kind of thing. These things are like by ones that I don't use them because they didn't work for me on applying Wyckoff principle, which I learned from David, and which is the original work of Wyckoff. So if somebody wants to learn this thing, you are welcome, but you have to have a full dedication that you want to learn it. And apart from this, if you want this tools, then that is also goes good, because this is a lengthy process. This is a lengthy course, and this is a very short course, wherein you once you opt for the indicators, you just have to give 5 days. I'll explain to you how to use these indicators, which are based on Wyckoff principles, to apply it on the live market. After 5 days, if you even practice for like say give or take 2 months, and based on your stats, you would be given all the things like how to manage your, how to track your trades and all the stuff. Journals would be provided by me. Once you go through it, and then after watching your performance for 2 months, you can straight away go get into trading. And the objective behind all these things is to at least make, well, what I'm expecting in Forex, at least make 1K to 2K or 1,000 or $2,000 a month. This is what I'm expecting out of every students uh, to be able to or be capable to earn this much of amount of money, because we got bottoms identifying in a right context. Like here, this was a bottom. This was a shortening of thrust in its entirety. And then out of then after that we got pullback, a heavy volume pullback, entry over here, and this is the point. This is the amount of point which one would have made. So I'm just using 4-hour chart just for catching more data to make you people understand how this thing works. And if both the things are in sync and correlated, but the only difference is that whatever manual effort one has to put in to apply Wyckoff principle over here, like shortening of thrust, selling climax, or springs, or up thrust, or like shakeouts, or bag holding, and accumulation and distribution, especially the when it comes to accumulation and distribution. I'm addressing the people schematic lovers, because schematic fails dramatically. I don't want to take the name of the people because due to other, like, I don't want to get into other people taking name of the people, but I've seen many traders who are many trainers who are selling the courses for thousands and thousands of dollars just by telling that you'll get original work of Wyckoff. Why schematic is one part of Wyckoff. The original intention of schematic is just to identify whether there is transition of, like, exchange of hand taking place between sellers. If market is coming down, these are the sellers, and exchange of hand taking place from sellers to buyers. If this transition you are able to identify, then markup would be there, or an uptrend would appear. And that is where and what we are interested in. Instead of doing a phase analysis like this or phase analysis like this, I have developed a new way to identify the phase analysis by way of heavy volume pullback, heavy volume pullback. So this will help us in identifying which side the transition is taking place. If once we have established that this was a transition of accumulation, for many people it would look like a V-shaped correction. This is might be V-shaped correction, but even if there is a correction for, or if there is a up move of, like, say, like, let's just see now how many points did this correction resulted into, or this move has resulted into. So if we count almost 14, the number amount, like the points. One second. Instead of this, I would prefer to go for this tool. This would give me a price. Within this set duration, price went 9204, 9K, or 92 points precisely. So if I'm able to catch this, this is a very huge move on a 4-hour chart. So definitely there has to be some sort of accumulation taking place. So this is a sliding accumulation which is taking place. Normally we go for a vertical accumulation by doing preliminary supply, automatic rally, and preliminary buying, and then test, and then phase A, phase B, phase C, phase E. So many people come and argue with me, so this is not Wyckoff. This is not Wyckoff. That means you haven't understood the Wyckoff, because you are going around in the market and you're just using, people are using phase analysis, and people get, it's a habit of people, they get fascinated with it. But unfortunately, it is a fact nobody can deny, and that your phase analysis is highly difficult. It is very difficult to do it on live chart. Like if price went 2,000 or 9,000 points from this particular point. I'm considering only this area. Okay, this if from this particular point. So if 92 or 9,204 points per se, example. So this has to be an accumulation. So where your phase analysis would fit into this one. So all the things which I have developed, I've been trialed and tested all those things. I worked with phase analysis. Sometimes they work very well, sometimes the frequency is very less, to be honest and precise. So if you want to learn, you can learn. I'm closing down my indicator sale by Monday. So and upfront, my indicators are not like you would get it in like um, uh, they are not cheap, my friend, because all these things are time tested and they give you consistent profits and consistent earning is expected out of this. And this indicators are outcome of a very serious kind of trading initiative taken by me. So what I'm expecting is to people who are really serious about trading and people who are really serious about making a career out of trading, making their livelihood out of trading and making their living out of trading. Please, they can opt for it, and people who are willing to pay good, like I'm not other people are charging thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm not charging thousands of dollars. I'm just charging hundreds of dollars. You can get in touch with me if you have interest to get this thing, you can get it by Monday. And after that, I would be closing down all my indicator sales and everything. And this works on Indian stocks, international stocks, commodities, forex, crypto, ETFs, and bonds and FNOs and commodities. Any financial market across the globe. This will work, and all these tools are developed to reduce the work which we used to do on. But again, this has its own flavor. This has its own flavor. This is the advanced course, which I take, don't take frequently, but once when I get students who are willing to pay good and who are willing to make their career out of this thing. Because uh, I had seen many people, they come and they ask, why is this so? Why is this so? So thanks to the YouTube Baba and Google Baba, many people they go here and there and then and invest their money. They lose thousands and thousands of dollars, and then they later on they come to somebody who has a potential to prove them, train them, and they ask for things in a very like I can't say might be some people having some constraint, but that is justifiable and that I agree with. I'm also a considerate person, but things has to be genuine. So all these indicators and tools, they have a potential to make like around I mentioned earlier 1K to 2K a month in dollars. So please remember, you can make a living out of trading if you follow the principle of Richard D. Wyckoff. So, and again, my disclaimer from my side, trading is a very risky business. Please consult your financial advisor before taking any um financial or buying or selling decision, or whatever things I have talked about in this video is just for educational purpose. And having said that, I'll end this presentation. Please watch it again and come with a clean and open mind. And if you want to learn. If you nobody, I don't want anyone to. Neither I promote, neither I do any advertisement, neither I take any testimonial from my students. I know there are many people, many students who are in my groups. Now, I never ask them to give any testimonial because I don't need any testimonials. I give the chart on a daily basis. You people are monitoring how market is responding to my analysis or to my tools. And some of my student they told some of like subscriber of my YouTube channel, he told me that you should go for a live session. But the reason I previously I used to take live session for Sharia traders, but I stopped. The reason being said that is that I'm busy in my trading. My first objective is to do trading for myself. This is what I'm doing. I'm just sharing the things with people so that they can have. They are paying here and there, and they are making huge losses. So or might be covering might be making good money, I don't know. If you're making good money with any other methodology, then no problem. But if you want to achieve 80% accuracy, then Wyckoff has a solution for you. So if you feel that you're making 80% from your trading method or trading methodology, best of luck for you, and please keep growing. If not, then you can give it a try, and you will definitely take some good benefits out of this course or indicators with the help of this indicator. And the way you look at the market would change entirely. So if you want to get into the club of like 1K or 2K per month, then you have to invest your time as well as invest good amount of money. So not in thousands, but in hundreds. Again, I'm telling you. And if anybody wants to get into advanced course, I like uh, I recently currently I'm not running any batch for this, but again it depends. And in near future I don't have any plan for this one, but this thing is what is available right now. So till Monday I am having this taking this thing. If anybody is interested, they can go for it and prepare yourself, make yourself fully aware that this thing are easy as well as they are difficult. But the thing is like everything is graphical. It will make your task a lot of easier, and this way only with the practice of like 1 or 2 months, you would be capable of earning up to this much without any obstacle. I guess if you're doing what has been taught and you're submitting your journals regularly. So on that note, I'd like to end this session. So I thought just to give elaborate what like many people were arguing whether what is this Wyckoff? Is this Wyckoff? Because else is doing this, somebody else is doing that. The original Wyckoff, like this is what I learned from David Weiss, and phase analysis was also there. But David never talked about phase analysis. But there are other Wyckoff analytics and other things kind of guy, Roman another one. So they used to talk about schematic, but schematic doesn't never works, and it didn't work, and because the number of frequencies is very less. It doesn't mean they don't work. It works, but the frequency is very less. And there are other factors, the drawbacks of schematic that I don't want to get into. But if you want to uh, trade based on real schematic, then this tool would be of the uttermost importance, and it will be very handy in identifying the accumulation phase, and after that the markup phase. So hope this adds value to you. Like in this advanced course, we only consider uh, price action, that too in terms of bars and volume reading, and apart from that, using David Weiss if applied, if needed. Normally, I only use these two things: pure volume and price. And all these indicators are based on this price and this volume. So it is an outcome of price, volume, and price, all the indicators. So hope this add value to your understanding about what these indicators are all about. If you people, any one of you want to join. I'm closing down on Monday, and this is not cheap, my brother. Please, please. So you have to pay some price for this one, and that would be in hundreds of dollars. So if anybody is interested in making money to a tune of 1K to 2K per month. So please just contact me, or else no worries. Watch my video and enjoy the charts. And I don't do any advertisement. I don't run after people. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. If you don't feel like, no worries. Watch this video, watch my videos for pleasure and just for learning purpose, no problem. I don't have any this thing. I'm not here to sell any product or sell any indicator. These are indicators. They are working for me. So being a professional trader, I just thought to share it with other people so that people might get uh, a solution to the daily trading problems and obstacles, and meet their objectives at the end of the month or and at the end of the day. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Bye bye from my end.